Rebel Moon was famously an idea for Star Wars.
With Kathleen Kennedy about maybe making a Star Wars movie, I would say things like, maybe it could be rated R, and and they would say, yeah, no, that's crazy.
This movie Rebel Moon seems to be a knockoff version of Star Wars and Dune put together, maybe even some Star Trek thrown in there for good measure. The spaceships. To the evil Nazi-inspired red color-wearing villains, strange alien creatures that resemble Star Wars and Star Trek humanoid and non-humanoid creatures, laser swords that resemble Jedi lightsabers. A more realistic and organic lightsaber or laser swords, cool-ass lightsabers, a female protagonist who is supposedly the chosen one similar to Rey Skywalker or Rey Palpatine. A Mary Sue feminist female good guy who's better than all the men without any training or hard work. A Disney-like Mary Sue. Zack Snyder has made female-centric films before. Rebel Moon is also being slated as a universe-building movie. The trailer itself proclaimed a sequel before the success of the first movie.
Cinematic universe? Cinematic universe, sir. Oh man, you said the magic words. Let's do it.
I hope Rebel Moon has a great story compared to Zack Snyder's previous works. If the movie is simply another awful ripoff of Star Wars and Star Trek, then that wouldn't be enough.
Who are you, Rey Skywalker?
Ooh, one down. I know somebody who won't be having any.
On the other hand, if the film is said ripoff of Star Wars and Star Trek, but has a proper storyline and interesting action set pieces, then for sure we can say, Zack Snyder is back.
But now, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
Who knows, if the movie is any good, maybe even James Gunn would invite Snyder back to DC. The story of Rebel Moon and its characters would decide the success rate of the movie and its said sequel that comes out next year. From the trailer, it appears to be a ripoff of Star Wars The Force Awakens, a chosen female leader who grew up in a poor household, who grew up in a faraway moon. An empire built on slavery and violence seeks to end a prophecy about a female leader who'd assemble a team to take down the evil emperor.
For my grandchild to come home, Empress Palpatine.
The prophetic female warrior was trained and had been a part of the emperor's army. She knows the ins and outs of the empire. This Star Wars-inspired world has giant flying spaceships and more improved lightsabers or laser swords at the end of the day. It seems like the female hero is another Mary Sue who's related to the evil emperor. Oh yes, another feminist gender studies lesson for his viewers from Zack Snyder and Netflix. Thanks a lot, guys. Wonderfully done. The trailer seems to show a lot of similarities with Star Wars Force Awakens, but the trailers haven't given away the story yet, similar to Barbie movie where Greta Gerwig and her trailers never gave away the outright feminist and woke sentiments in the movie.
It's a doll movie.
Would Rebel Moon perform as well as Barbie or Star Wars Force Awakens if it had a theatrical release? The answer is a resounding no. Zack Snyder isn't capable of creating such waves at theaters. His movies have never performed so well in theaters ever before. Batman v Superman is his highest-grossing movie, and that film had 3 recognizable IPs, Superman, Batman and Wonder Woman, and yet the film only grossed $800 million worldwide, and Man of Steel couldn't even break $600 million back in 2013. Rebel Moon might not even perform as well as Spider-Man Into Spider-Verse or even Army of the Dead on Netflix. The reception for the movie seems to be underwhelming. The trailer has crossed 10 million on YouTube in 6 days, but the chatter on Twitter and other social media platforms are non-existent. Nobody is talking about Zack Snyder's Star Wars equivalent. Nobody.
Wow, what a great crowd. It's insane.
Loki Season 2's trailer crossed 14 million views on YouTube and has observable chatter on Twitter and Instagram. Meanwhile, Zack Snyder's crap, Rebel Moon, is non-existent. As far as we can observe, Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon will perform as well as his previous works on Netflix, but the reception to the movie wouldn't surpass movies like Spider-Verse or even the viewership of The Boys or any other superhero fantasy shows or movies. Zack Snyder isn't known for cerebral films. The story and repeated watchability of Rebel Moon will inspire views and performance of the movie in international markets and domestic as well. Zack Snyder, at the end of the day, his movie might perform as well as Marvel's Loki TV series or WandaVision on Disney+. What do you guys think?
In case I don't see ya, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.